This is actually a very long answer. I pretty much wanted to be an actor the second I saw my first film, but it's not something I ever thought that would come true. And uh, there's a long series of fortunate and unfortunate events that led me to someday just decide I have to pack my bags and then move to Bombay, which was like 10 years ago. Um, and yeah, I mean, it's not been easy, but it's been eventful and interesting to say the least. So yeah, I mean, I don't quite know how to condense such a long answer into a short one, but yeah, I hope this helps. So I feel like the world in general is makes it easier when you're a dude. A lot of things get easier. Life sort of gets easier. Not to mention the health stuff that we have to go through, which is just unbelievable. But yeah, I mean, there are different points in my journey that is still ongoing where you realize that there are decisions that are being made which you have very little control over, where sometimes what you do in the audition room, where you genuinely think that's the only place where you can fight for an opportunity, you realize that that actually matters very little. And there's a lot of events at play, and I think genuinely, yeah, it's a mix of everything, I guess. Hard work, perseverance, right place, right time, luck, and all of it. I think when it comes to this particular topic, I would say 90% hasn't changed. I've been hearing it's changing since Damini. Damini was, I don't know when. But no, I think we have a far more to go, a long way to go. The idea that men can still be on screen and romance women half their age, less than half their age, and women, the minute women do that, suddenly it becomes about the age. It baffles me. See, I don't mind male actors doing that as long as female actors get to do the same thing, you know. It should be equal, man. Do whatever you want, but have the opportunities available to everybody, regardless of gender or class or caste or whatever, right? It's baffling to me that it still happens. I mean, we're living in a year that is 2022 after collectively having gone through something as monumental as we have, but some things still have a long way to go. And I really, because see, again, I think India will not work on a bottom-up structure. I think it unfortunately comes top-down, where it has to sort of trickle down before it goes into our heartland and the people who don't usually see the benefits of anything quite quickly because of economic disparity and 100,000 reasons that we won't get into now. But I feel like if you have the power to make a change, the onus is on the people who are making decisions, right? And then hopefully eventually it'll trickle down and we'll see changes in society, life imitating art, imitating life, and all that. But yeah, the onus is on us to make better choices in terms of reducing the gap. We have a very template-based sense of filmmaking. I don't even think we've scratched the surface of the kind of stories that we can tell with our diverse culture, the languages, the small things that many communities do. We tend to have a formulaic sense of repetition of something works, so we try and replicate it, whether it's a blockbuster style, whether it's a small town story with a social something agenda. So I think it's cooler, always cooler, if you try and tell a story with some soul and some truth, whether it's comedy, in thriller or romance or horror, whatever it is. But if we're making the template rather than following something, I think we have a long way to go. I think that'll be cooler to see. And if we could actually have more women just participate in every sphere, it'll be just much cooler in general. Any sensible person identifies themselves as a feminist. But having said that, I think now the definition for feminism is not just like the equality between two genders, because our understanding of gender identity, sexual orientation or expression, and what our knowledge is of how I think societal structures haven't been put in place to sort of only experience the binary. And so I think we're evolving more than the meaning that was there. So I like the idea that feminism can now be broadened and I think include a lot more than the basic definition of what it was. So it's nice to have like an evolution of something that's very important, because we are far from equality in any way, whether it's gender, caste, race, class, or just like literally almost everything. But yeah, I mean, the idea is to keep fighting for the opportunity. I was expecting this question, but it's not like I'm the beacon of all journalists. And there are so many people who've repeated like roles, yeah, whether it's like angry young men, lost boys, or damsels in distress, or whatever. I mean, it's just two journalistic roles. One was supposed to represent the most problematic parts of journalism on the most psychotic night that Bombay has witnessed, and the other is a living, breathing Padma Shri award-winning, accomplished journalist who continues to challenge structures. So yeah, I got my instruction from the script, the story, my wonderful directors, and my partners on and off camera. So, I mean, if I got such polarizing reactions for both the characters, I think theek hi kiya, maybe. Have, apart from Unpaused and Loop Lapeta that released earlier this year on Amazon Prime Video and Netflix respectively, I have Balki's next and Sabir Khan's next, which I'm very excited about, which I'm very nervous about. So hopefully you will see that. And a very cool short film with Dia Mirza and Slow Cheetah and wonderful people at Yuva. So yeah. Okay, I'm gonna be very bad here and say, usually when someone tells me that they want to get into acting, my first instinct and my first advice is, nahi, don't do it. You know, there are a lot of less stressful, less painful journeys or jobs or careers that you might want to invest in. But yeah, I'm not going to be useless. I'm not going to say that or assume that I've said that. But after that, love it, love cinema, love stories, love everything about it, because I genuinely do, and nothing but love for it would have made me hold on for so long, for as long as I did, and continue to. So yeah, I mean, love what you do, find new ways to express an emotion and a feeling, new ways to come to the truth, and have fun, and do it for as long as it makes you happy, rather than never giving up and all of that thing, which I don't think that's helpful, because sometimes it makes sense to find a new path or pivot or whatever, and it's never too late to do anything that you want, but do it for as long as it makes you happy. I hope that helps.